The cold you feel in winter, is nothing. There was a time when the air itself could kill you. In minutes, no jacket, no fire nearby, no shelter. Just freezing wind and endless darkness. One wrong step outside meant death before sunrise. And yet humans survived this world. But here is the shocking part. Scientists still cannot fully explain how. Because what they did should not have worked. But it did. And it changed everything that exists today, including you. 20,000 years ago, Earth was brutal. Entire continents were locked under ice. Mountains of frozen snow stretched beyond the horizon. The sun felt weak, like it had forgotten the Earth. Woolly mammoths moved through frozen forests. Cave lions hunted in silence. Giant bears crushed through snow like nothing. This was not a safe planet. This was a planet that erased mistakes. One mistake meant extinction, and yet humans walked into it. Barefoot, half naked, carrying only stone tools. No maps, no protection, only instinct. And something even more powerful. But the real enemy was not the animals. It was something invisible, something silent, something that killed without warning. The cold does not attack like a predator. It waits. First, your fingers stop moving. Then your thoughts slow down. Then your body starts shutting down. It removes heat from your skin. It pulls warmth from your blood. It convinces you to sit down, just for a moment, just to rest. And that is the mistake, because you never get up again. This was hypothermia. It killed hunters. It killed children. It erased entire families in one night. So the real question is simple. How did anyone survive this? The answer begins with something small, something accidental, something that changed human evolution forever. Fire was not comfort. Fire was survival itself. Without fire, meat rotted inside the body. With fire, food became energy. Energy became intelligence. Intelligence became survival. But fire was not easy. One spark could die in seconds. Wind could erase hours of effort, and darkness could take everything back in a moment. So humans protected fire like life itself. Because without it, there was no tomorrow. Fire was always kept inside caves. Not every cave. Only the safe ones. But finding safety was another nightmare, because caves were not empty. Some caves were traps. Wind froze everything inside. Some were too shallow. Some were too deep. And some were already occupied. Sleeping predators, bears, lions, hyenas. So humans learned a deadly system. They tested caves before entering. They threw fire inside. They listened. They waited. If something moved, they ran. If nothing moved, they claimed it. This was not bravery. This was survival intelligence. Every safe cave was earned, not found. But even fire and shelter were not enough, because every night ended, and outside the cave, the cold waited. Without protection, skin freezes in minutes. So humans took a terrifying step. They used animal skin, not as decoration, as survival armor. They stitched fur using bone needles. Sharp, simple, deadly precise. Clothes were not loose. They were tight, layered, sealed against wind. Each piece of clothing meant a successful hunt, and hunting was not easy. You did not chase animals. You followed them for days, through snow, through silence, through exhaustion. Then came the moment. One spear throw, one chance. Miss, and you starve. But hit, and your family survives. Still, no one survived alone, because the cold was bigger than any one human. Solo humans died fast in the Ice Age, but groups survived, not large armies, small communities, 20 to 50 people, sharing everything, food, fire, warmth, even danger. They took turns staying awake at night. They protected each other from predators. They carried the weak. They fed the injured, because tomorrow the roles could reverse. Survival was not about strength. It was about connection. A group could hunt better. A group could defend better. A group could survive nights that would kill individuals. But there was still one weapon no animal had, something invisible, something inside the human mind. Humans did something no other animal could. They planned ahead. When food was available, they saved it. When seasons changed, they remembered patterns. When danger appeared, they shared knowledge. They painted on cave walls, not art, but survival maps, where animals moved, when rivers froze, which paths led south. Every wall was a memory storage system, and every parent became a teacher, teaching children how to survive before they even understood danger. Knowledge became stronger than weapons, because weapons can break, but knowledge travels forward forever. The Ice Age lasted thousands of years. No generation saw the end of it. They only saw survival, and yet they continued. Not because they were the strongest, but because they learned. Fire, clothing, shelter, group survival, memory, and every decision they made is the reason you exist today. Because if they had failed, none of this would be here. Not fire, not cities, not you, just ice and silence.